What's good, y'all? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. You already know what it is. It's your girl Jane, and I'm back with another video.
Can you keep up? Can you keep up? Coolin' with my young G, smoking reefer. Girl, you know it's full play on the speaker. Talking loud, we ain't really in the shisha. Nice to meet ya, mamacita.
Let me preface this video by saying I live right next to the Amtrak station, so if you hear a train going by, I hear it every single night, like in the middle of sleep. So if you hear it, just ignore it, right? Okay. So today I wanted to come on here and talk about something that I've been going through and something that I know my friends are also going through, like my fellow graduates, and that is post-grad blues or post-grad depression, postgraduate downness, sadness. So the reason why I'm making this video is because again, like I said, it's something that I've been going through. I think I'm on the better end of it now, like I'm getting out of that funk. So I'm just here to give some tips or just to kind of describe what it is that I've been going through. So on YouTube, I haven't broadcasted, the fact that I graduated last year. I don't talk about, my educational journey, my career. And I think that's something that I kind of want to implement into my channel because I kind of want to revamp, not necessarily revamp, but add more to my channel, be more personal, more open, and something as far as my educational goals and the career path that I'm on is something that's more personal that I would love to share with you guys. And I figured I'd start it off with this video, given that I'm a year after graduating. So for those who don't know, I actually graduated in 2018 from Tufts University, and I double majored in psychology and child study and human development. I'm on a psychiatry route, but that's a video for another day. But Tufts University is known to be a highly reputable, prestigious school in the US, but for some reason, after graduating, I never really felt that sense of accomplishment, and that could be for a number of reasons, but honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, it could be because I'm Nigerian, and honestly, getting your bachelor's is just like, okay, now what? Like, it's pretty much worthless. And I think we're getting to a point now where having a bachelor's degree is almost equivalent to having a high school diploma. You need to go above and beyond. You need to do more than that. And that's what I'm doing now. So yes, I graduated from a great school, but okay, what's next? So anyway, that's important to state because I think that also contributed to the post-grad blues that I was feeling. Do you hear the train? Yeah. It's gonna take a minute. Also, do y'all like my phone case? Snake skin in this beach. Alright. So yeah, so after graduating, I didn't feel as fulfilled as I anticipated. And I think I'm like thinking about it because, like I said, there's so many factors that contributed to that feeling, but it could have just been because like I was in a state where I kept comparing myself to other students who got job offers pretty early on in their senior year, and I was applying to jobs, but I was a bit hesitant to which jobs I wanted to apply to because I knew for a fact I didn't want to stay in Boston. So eventually I decided to move to San Francisco Bay Area, and I got a job offer at this healthcare facility. That's a story for another day. I don't want to go into details because I do want to give another video on my career path and all that stuff. So yeah, I moved out here, and that's when it kind of hit me, like life in college is so much different than life after college. The transition was a bit difficult for me. My situational depression, the postgraduate depression, stemmed from me not having the things that I loved that I had in college, if that made any sense. I had this sense of community, my close friends. I had this structure with my day-to-day life. I had class, or I had work, you know what I mean? I had extracurriculars, so everything was structured. I had guidance and help if I needed it, whether it be for my educational goals or my personal well-being. My school offered resources that would help with that. And when I graduated, I didn't have any of that anymore. I mean, I still had my friends. We're still communicating. I'm just that type of person. If I did value our friendship in undergrad, I don't want to let that go, so I'm pretty good at maintaining friendships. So when I started work, it was just different. You know, I was in a completely new environment. I was working with people who I wasn't necessarily used to. I was the youngest out of the bunch, you know. Everyone else has been with the company for decades, and I'm here like, well, hey. And I always thought, you know, maybe I wouldn't have these feelings associated with the post-grad blues, the self-doubt, the depression, the like isolation. Maybe I wouldn't feel that way if I hadn't left Boston. But I knew like me moving from Boston was something that I actually wanted to do. Because it's like my friends are in Boston, my family's in Boston, and if you know me, you know I love my family, I love my siblings, and I hate being away from them. But I mean, shout out to social media now. We have group chats on every app, and it's like, it's cool, we're all connected. Same goes with my friends, it's fine. But still, I have this feeling of FOMO where it's like, hey, you guys are, how dare you have fun without me? I know I'm 3,000 miles away, but how dare you not invite me? Like, I'm not gonna make it, but I want to be invited, you know? But then that also ties into how social media contributed to my feelings of depression. And this is something that a lot of people go through. You see your friends, you see people posting their accomplishments, you know, the moves that they're making, they're traveling, and you start to feel like, damn, I want to be doing that too, but you can't right now. Okay, I still made time to travel. I won't lie. I mean, I was still doing the things that I wanted to, but for some reason I still felt insufficient. Like I said earlier, I have this end goal up here, and I'm all the way down here at step one, and I want to get here so badly where I'm making 6 figures, where I'm doing what I love. Is my camera about to die? Where I'm doing what I love, and I'm seeing other people get to that point, and I'm still down here in the entry level, and it's like, oh, you know, I tend to beat myself up about things, and I don't give myself enough credit, and that's something that I'm working on. I'm doing a better job at that, because I feel like I need to celebrate the small accomplishments rather than fixating on the big picture, the end goal, because then when I do that, I get even more stressed out, and I start having those feelings of self-doubt, which contribute to the depression, and that I hate being in that state of mind. Like, positive vibes only. I graduated from a school that people would kill to get into. It's difficult to get into. I moved from my home, from everything I knew, to another state. I got a job immediately after graduating, but for some reason, I still feel like I'm not doing enough. But it's like, what else do you want to do? You know, one step at a time. And that's something I'm teaching myself, and I'm becoming okay with the fact that I am on a process. And as long as I notice progress and I acknowledge the small accomplishments, I should be fine. You know, I'm not gonna reach to my end goal overnight. You know what I mean? And I think I'm taking the necessary steps to get there, and I'm sure a lot of people are, but because we tend to beat ourselves up, it's like you feel as though you're down here. This is the end goal. You feel as though you're down here, when in reality you're slowly creeping up there. But because we're so far away from the finish line, it's like, you know what I mean? Like on social media, you see all these people that it looks like everyone around you but yourself has it together, when in reality we're all struggling. We're all in this. Like, I talk to my friends who I graduated with, like, yo, it's stressful. I hate adulting. Me too. We're all in this together once we know. I just want everyone to understand that leaving that familiarity, leaving your comfort zone, that sense of security that you had in college with your friends, that can have a negative impact on your mental health. And like, that is normal, that's expected. But you just have to understand that it's a very temporary feeling. And I feel so much more confident in my journey than I did 10 months ago, you know, like a few months after graduating. So I thank God for that. So to those out there that just graduated and you're still in this funk, you're still looking for a job, you're thinking about your friends, things aren't the same, listen to me when I say this. It's okay. It's very temporary. You won't feel like this forever. Give yourself some time. Make sure you're doing things that make you happy. You're being productive. You're not just sitting down like a couch potato, even though it's so easy to just do that. And like, Lord knows I love just chilling. But you really do need to kind of like change your mindset, be productive, and understand that this is temporary. That's like the biggest piece of advice that someone actually gave me, and I kind of like internalized that and thought, you know, let me text my mom there. God damn. Anyway, you see, that just, it made me lose my train of thought. What was I saying? But yeah, so do not beat yourself up. Congratulate yourself for graduating, because that alone is not an easy thing to do. The job hunt, that process is, it requires a shit ton of patience. So congratulate yourself on that too, that you're giving yourself this much time to find a job. And don't let it stress you out, because remember, when you receive those rejections, when one door closes, plenty others open. Like, God works in mysterious ways. You just don't know. And I could testify to that, but that'll be for another video. But just remember, your time is coming, you know? Just try not to fall into this funk where you're consistently comparing your life to your fellow classmates who also graduated. You're looking at other people's accomplishments, wondering, why am I not receiving that type of energy too? Why? Instead, ask, when? Because you will do it, and it's coming. Just be patient, you know what I mean? So yes, to all you beautiful people out there, be patient, breathe. It'll be over soon. When I was at the peak of the post-grad blues, some things that I would do, I actually volunteered to dog walk, and that made me feel happy, because I love dogs and I love puppies, and they make me smile. And I watched a lot of Family Guy. So yeah, do what makes you happy. Just try not to feel depressed, because I know how terrible that feels. And last thing you want to do is continue feeling like that. So give yourself something to look forward to, and remember that you are that bitch. Yeah, so if you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you later.